What's up, future fighters? We are back. We are on the rooftop. This is an older background that I did. I didn't quite have the sophistication that I do now in creating backgrounds. Of course, as you guys know, I do everything for the game except for the 3D models. I don't make any of the 3D models myself. But I do put all the models together to make backgrounds and do the lighting and the sky and stuff like that. So this was an older, actually my first one. This was a redo of my first one, and I've since become a little bit more sophisticated. But I like it. I still like it. I still like looking at it. It was something different to put in the background for our video right now. So we are jumping back from defense from this, and we took the moves here and we separated them out. Now we need to get them into the code, of course, very important. So let's do that. Yeah, let's go. So what we want to do is we're going to, of course, have to get these numbered correctly. And we'll have to get them also. You see they're in a zero folder. Zero is the character. Each character has their own moveset, of course. You can't play one character like another in Future Fighter because it's just like in real life. You know, there's you got different body types, and in Future Fighter you've got different armor as well. So you've got a little bit of both of that going on. Now, each one of these folders are going to have the same structure. So they're going to need a 0. And a 0. So I promised you guys a story. You guys may have even heard something you never hear from me, which is mouse clicking. I don't use a mice. I don't use mice. I use a track point because I don't like my fingers to ever leave the keyboard. I find it's a lot more efficient, and I use all kinds of like little window commands that I've created, to be able to really whip things around quickly. And it's, of course, it's all keyboard shortcuts and things like that. So, however, I've been working really hard lately on software in general. We'll say that, and definitely hard. The game is definitely part of that. I managed to get tendonitis in the muscle that flexes these 4 fingers. You can look that up on the internet. I'll give you a hint. It starts with digitorum. That's the first word, so you can go look that up. Anyway, the tendonitis has made my tendon swell, of course, and it puts pressure on the ulnar nerve, which innervates these parts here, and I got some like numbness and tingling. It's kind of hilarious, like carpal tunnel for your elbow. Ridiculous. There's a retinaculum there as well, just like there is in the wrist, like for real carpal tunnel. The extensor retinaculum is what causes carpal tunnel in the wrist. But anyway, so yeah, I've had to switch things up, and it's so slow. It's terrible. It's what we got today, though, so bear with me as I stumble through using this weird combination of mouse and track point and keyboard. So we're gonna back all of these moves down by 1. Well, we're going to use the lowest number as the base and then build from there. That's a better way to put it. Happens to be that you, in this case, it works out that you're backing down by 1, but you'll see in a little bit it won't work that way. So the lowest number becomes the base, and these numbers we build from there. Beautiful. 0, 1, 0, 1. We're in character folder 0. Shadow will have no problem understanding this. Now you see this is a little bit different. I'm sorry, I've got to use my old system here. It's clicking that mouse. It's like takes forever. Anyway, so we already have a base here, so we're gonna bump this off of that. I'm using different fingers on the track point. I'm using my middle finger on the track point instead of my index finger in hopes that I can rest that tendon enough to get it healed. Oh, I work out all the time. I figure I'd be conditioned for this kind of thing, but I've been typing a lot more at work. Oh, at my day job as well. I usually use voice recognition, but for some reason I've been typing a lot, and that probably did it too. That's actually probably the main culprit. So these are all set. These are all set. These are all good to go for him. Wow, I got 2 moves in each. And see, this kind of separability, what it does is adds depth to the AI, and then and hence your experience playing the AI. So now that that is done, we've got to get to the code. We have got to get to the code. Yay, code. And if you remember, this is where we started at the beginning of today's video series. This is ridiculous. Look how long that is, but it's true, and it works. You know, so we'll take it. It works. You know, I guess it's no longer than some of the other stuff I have, but we're gonna go with it. So block with projectile stay put is where we went to next. So what we want to do is, actually I'm going to save this game file first. Okay, now what we're going to do is we are going here. So this is move number 14. Now what we're going to do is we're going to export the AI scripts. And with these AI scripts, we are going to find move number 14, where it's used. Ah, there it is. And 14. Okay, this is so much easier than offense. Defense is so much easier than offense. Look at that. It's literally in 2 places. Let me bring that up in the Game Maker code window, just because I like the colors better. I think it's easier to see. I could color my PS pad syntax similarly, but I gotta take time to do that and set it all up. So we'll just look at it in this window. So here they are, the two spots. I'm just gonna, so script, choose block, spot 1, spot 2. There's spot 2, and nowhere else. So spot 1, spot 2, same code, just different editors. And so this is when you're in an advantageous position. But your stamina ratio is low. So you want to attack, and these are perfect moves to do that. And in fact, both actually fit here. So, however, even if your stamina ratio is high, so you're winning every once in a while, depending on how aggressive you are, you're still going to want to go at them. And then sometimes you want to play pure defense, which is what we did here. Pure defense, number 11. You can see that, number 11 right there, and that's also where you want to be if you don't have a lot of energy. You want to be playing pure defense. And of course, you can go back to the previous videos and watch this development, which will tell you a lot of the reasons why it is the way it is. So here, though, both of those moves are going to work just fine. So what we're going to do is move number 14. That can stay. So that's going to stay as what it is, and what we'll do is sorry, I'm busy screwing up my perfectly good code with my stupid fingers. Ah, that is funny. Alrighty. So here we are. We'll just take, it doesn't matter which one. We'll take the first one, and we are going to put it here. Block projectile comma neutral pin down maintain position. Block projectile neutral block projectile comma neutral pin down maintain position. Oh, we talked about that pin down there. So let me see if that's I want to just use that as one word. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it separates it, and it's a pin down move. When you're using it to pin someone down, you would use it as two words, but see, pin down is more of a noun. I think that's one word. Pin down or pin down. Phrasal verb. Pin down. They're using it as a. See, here they're using it as a noun. It's a screen in basketball. I like it as a noun. It makes more sense. So as a result, pin down becomes pin down. And we need to make sure that is copied precisely. Here. And here. So back to this, back to neutral pin down and the code. Here we are, block with projectiles, stay put. You can see that's what it was, and now we're converting it. We're taking over that particular element in this array. So block, projectile, comma, neutral, pin down, maintain position. Super awesome, and you don't have to change anything in the code because it's still number 14. That being said, we split it into a new move, so we got to create a new move. Wow, we're up in the 30s already. It's really good. Oh, there's going to be more. A lot more. Wait till you see what we get into after we're done with these defensive terminologies. So here we are. The new move is here. Now we already know the distances. They're the same ones for 14, so we can copy those. Tendinitis be damn, I'm using my old system. We're never gonna get this done. It's funny. Because of the way this is made. See, I can't set this to number 14 because the way these arrays are made, they're made in reverse order. It's what GameMaker recommends in the manual to make sure the exact amount of memory is allocated right up from the start for these arrays. But I can't make number 30 equal number 14 because number 14 doesn't exist at this point in the code. Computers read from the top down, so we go here and say equals 14 and be like, I don't know where number 14 is, and so it would crash. And so I just have to make a little reference here that it's the same, which is fine. And this is, of course, the distance for the against the Omen Knight, because just like in real fighting, who you're fighting changes how you fight. Okay.